Australia went to polls on May 3rd to elect a new federal government, and by late evening it was clear that Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and the Labour government would return to power for a second term. But for the Goan community out here, there was another milestone to celebrate. Until the last federal elections in 2022, only one member of parliament was of Goan heritage who sat down in Canberra. This election, the number has doubled. For the first time, Goan Australian MPs would be represented on both sides of the political aisles. In Western Australia in Swan Division, Labour MP Zaneta Mascarenhas has retained her seat, and this time doing so with an even more bigger mandate. Joining her in the Australian Parliament is political newcomer Rebello from the National Liberal Party, who's won from the McPherson seat in the Queensland's Gold Coast. Leon's story is uniquely Australian. He was born here in Australia in Canberra, while his parents migrated from Verna in South Goa long time back. He is a lawyer by profession and practices in private and public sector.
As you may know, my parents migrated here from Goa, and I'm very proud to have Goan culture flowing through my veins, because we're a culture that is hardworking, that believes in reward for effort, believes in small business and enterprise, and believes in the importance of the family unit. And these are also the reasons that I joined the Liberal National Party, because we share those values, and those values have, informed my childhood, they've informed my growth as an individual, and they will also be a part of my future as a Member of Parliament. I understand I'm now the youngest Liberal MP in the House of Representatives. It's exciting, but the reality hasn't sunk in just yet. It's still a few days after the election. McPherson here on the Southern Gold Coast has a broad demographic in terms of age, background and experiences, and I will be their voice in Canberra. I'll fight for their interests, and I can do that because over the last couple of months, in fact almost the last year, I've been out campaigning, listening to thousands of people on the doors when I'm out in the community at various events, speaking to them on the phones, and what I've actually been able to do is understand their concerns, and the way I've engaged with people with my campaign committee has been very grassroots, and so I'm ready and able to fully represent their interests and fight for the best deal we can get for the Southern Gold Coast when I'm in Canberra. I'm fortunate to have had the experience of working for Australia's former Foreign Minister, Julie Bishop. That role taught me to develop a very strong work ethic, and that's something that I'll take to Canberra as the federal member for McPherson. What I also learned was how Canberra works, and that means that I can actually from day one go and fight for the interests of people here on the Southern Gold Coast, negotiate, work with my colleagues and make sure that I'm being the best advocate that I can possibly be.
On the other hand, Zaneta Mascarenhas is a qualified engineer. She was born here in Australia but traces her roots to Goa. Her parents were born and brought up in Goa but lived in Africa and later migrated to Australia in Western Australia. So now with Rebello making his debut in the Australian Parliament and Zaneta Mascarenhas strengthening her position, Goan Australians can proudly say they have two voices in Canberra. Two parties, two perspectives, but one shared heritage. Goan Australian voices are growing and they have been heard in the heart of Australian democracy like never before. Frankey Fernandes here in Melbourne.